Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Will's Mediumship and Numerology channel. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay, so what I like to do is to do more of a mediumship type reading here, and I like to um, put in my 2 cents worth regarding this Shan- Shanquella Robinson's case. Because as we all know, the Mexican authorities have investigated this matter and they've considered it as a feminicide, a form, ladies and gentlemen, of gender based violence that's seen as a hate crime. Okay? We do know, I'm not going to cover all of the specifics of this matter, but we do know that recently the state's attorney's office issued a warrant to a woman likely responsible for Robinson's death. Okay? So, what I'm going to do, I wrote down a few questions that I like to pose to the cards here to just get some indication of what really happened and why it happened. Okay, and this is will be part B. I'm going to do two readings. The next one is going to be a more channeling session where I'm actually asking Shanquella specific questions here. Okay. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I've decided to use my modern witch tarot deck in order to illustrate this reading. And for brevity purposes, I've already uh, pulled the relevant cards for each questions here. Okay? So let's go on and begin then. Okay? And ladies and gentlemen, if you like this reading, please give it a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit. And be sure to press that subscription button as I will be posting part B so that we can get more specifics from Shanquella herself regards to this case. Okay? So let's start off with our first question. What actually killed or caused Shanquella's death? Okay? I selected two cards here. We have Everything is Fine. Wow. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles here. Even though this looks like a very, very negative card, Shanquella is sending this out to her parents to let her know that she is fine, you know? So with that Ten of Swords here, that shows the possibility that there was trauma to the upper body, possibly the head area too here. I didn't really research all of the specifics surrounding this case, so I'm just basically discussing what I'm seeing here that comes out in the cards. I'm seeing skeletal, something connected or damaged to the skeletal structure or back and spine. Okay, and there may be a possibility that there was some type of problems with the spine here because we have this Two of Swords there as well. So, just to give you some specifics here, the Ten of Swords, it shows the presence of a backstabber. It looks like Miss Robinson, it seems that she was betrayed or fooled and manipulated to go on this trip. It's also quite plausible that she experienced a painful breakup even either before going or after getting there, and I feel that it looks like she was a bit depressed, and perhaps if it were before, then perhaps her depression led her to make this haphazard decision. It appears that she had, well, it looks like she felt a bit stuck and isolated, ladies and gentlemen, which kind of inhibited her ability to really see through the delusions that were surrounding her. Okay? I'm kind of picking up here. Okay? I'm also getting a strong sense, too, that even though she was stabbed in the back here, it shows all types of trauma that may have been done to her. You see, like the upper body portion of her, down all the way down to her hips. I'm seeing, okay. So let's go on and just select another card here and just see the influence of her death. Or getting back here, let's just take a step back here and just look at why they wanted to kill her. This Nine of Pentacles, this woman, or she was very independent, and while we tend to have friends around us who seem like they are happy for our success. Most of them aren't because it's not them here. So I think that was part of the problem too, is because she was a very, very independent spirit here that I'm getting. Okay. So now let's just go on and just examine, ladies and gentlemen, the second question here. Let's look at the influence surrounding her death. Okay, we have, wow, the Seven of Swords. So many of you know what that card might already entail here. And I'm going to go on and just select another card here too. We have the Nine of Wands. Okay. So that certainly shows me that it tells me that, yes, they were jealous of her because of her independence, I'm seeing. And just as I imagined, she was being used, and those around her took advantage of her kindness. Because we're seeing here the Seven of Swords cards. This is a very deceptive, thieving, robbing type card, okay? It's quite plausible that she had something that they wanted. Of course, we know she had the financial resources and they were just jealous of her. And they robbed her or either tricked her into doing things not in her best interest. I think her judgment was clouded, even though she drank. I feel that that wasn't really what caused her death. Okay, it was a lot of beating involved. I'm getting the people surrounding her. They were very crafty. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm picking up that it seems that it could have possibly been a total of seven, up to seven people who were involved with, in her death. Okay. I feel that Miss Robinson, she didn't trust her instincts, at the time, and was a little too gullible, perhaps because of her feelings of isolation, despair, or perhaps loneliness. Okay. She felt very threatened and in some way, I'm getting. And perhaps that might be the reason behind why she wanted to maybe get away. Or I'm feeling a sense that perhaps she didn't want to go, or she wasn't going, and then all of a sudden she went, that I'm getting. Okay. So let's go on and just take another question here. Is the woman who was recently issued a warrant responsible um, for her death here? Okay. We have two of pentacles, ladies and gentlemen. So that's certainly a resounding yes. Because she was very, very jealous of her because of her finances. I feel that um, this woman looks like that she really didn't have a lot of resources. She robbed Peter to pay Paul. In fact, she may have borrowed money from Miss Robinson for this trip. Okay. And this created a lot of sadness. I'm getting a lot of unhappiness. I'm getting within her. Okay. And the reason why, because she knows that she contributed to this conspiracy in killing Miss Robinson. But in some ways, I'm getting a strong indication that they didn't mean to kill her. I'm getting things seem to have gotten out of hand here and became a bit unbalanced. And because they were, in a foreign place, if you will, they thought that perhaps they could get away with just making a claim that perhaps she drank too much intoxicant, or it could have been some type of drug usage. Okay. So much so that perhaps when they tried to revive her, they just couldn't. Okay. Let's look at, will her killers, ladies and gentlemen, get extradited here to Mexico? I mean, back to Mexico. What I'm getting here, ladies and gentlemen, the answer here, it certainly, I'm just going to pull out the rest of the cards here. The answer is a resounding no. They're definitely going to get caught, and justice is, in fact, going to be served here. Okay? Justice is definitely going to be served. And this could happen as early as a week, ladies and gentlemen, or definitely during the autumn periods of next year, during September and November. But it just so easily it can happen during, because we have justice here that represents Libra. So I feel that definitely before a year's time, this case is going to be resolved, and the family is going to get the justice that they're seeking here. Okay? And I'm kind of getting a strong indication too that there were men involved too. So it looks like it was both men and women who were involved in this killing. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna go on and just ask my magic bag of letters, as well as Miss Robinson, to guide me to the initials of the people who killed her. Okay, and I have no idea of the people who actually went with her on this trip. But family, if you're looking at this, make sure that you're examining these letters closely. Okay, Spirit, guide me to the 20 letters to share with not only you collectors, but also the family. Okay? So let's see what we have. 20 letters. 20 letters. 20 letters. Miss Robinson, please guide my hand to the correct 20 letters. Okay, let's see what we have. We have an A, Z, O, I, and these letters can represent multiple people too. E, keep that in mind. We have another A. We have an N. We have a D. Another D. Let's see how many we have. 3, 6, 9 letters. Okay, Spirit and Miss Robinson guide me to the remaining letter, 11 letters. The remaining 11 letters. 8. Okay, let's see what we have. We have an S, a Y, okay. We have an A, an E, a T, another Y, an S, an I, a U, an O, and last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, we have an X. So I'm going to go on and call those back so you make sure that everyone knows what they are. They are 2 D's, 3 A's, 2 O's, 2 I's, 2 S's, an N, an X, 2 E's, 2 Y's, a U, a T, and a Z. So this is what I have in terms of the message that I'm seeing here. Okay. So as I indicated to you, I will be posting another reading following this just to give more specifics and just to channel Miss Robinson in a little bit more to just get some more messages that may be useful for the family. Again, if you guys like this reading, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button. Should you wish to have a more personalized reading, you can certainly access my website, or you can send an email to any of the email address or both identified within the description box. Have a blessed day.